What's going on, everybody? This is Jacob here from the Batting Practice Podcast, and we are back with this week. We're back this week with a banger of an episode for you guys. It's Jacob, it's Andrew, it's another duo cast. Why? There's a lot of reasons why, but the main reason why is that Nash's Wi-Fi is out. You can't
No
really,
Wi-Fi.
you can't really connect to people across the country without Wi-Fi. Maybe we should have sent him an emergency Starlink to do this week's episode, or something like that. But he's not here. But he's also
Has
going
he,
to the Brewers game, so it's not like he could have joined us anyways. We'll talk about the Brewers in a second. Yeah, but we could have signed up for Starlink and sent him one, I guess. Why not? Why didn't we think of that earlier?
yeah. There's a lot of reasons, but I was thinking, was he able to set his Sorare lineups?
Ooh, that's a good question. We should text him. We should get a live podcast text
Did he
and
set
ask
his
him.
Sorare lineups?
Gosh, live podcast text.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say he's got data. I
Yeah,
think
you
the
think
cell
so?
he's obviously got cell service or Wi-Fi at work. But obviously you can't. Sometimes you can't do Sorare at work. That's. But yeah, I think he did it. I think
We'll
he did
see.
it.
We'll see. We'll see if we get a live podcast response here from Nash himself. But like I said, we got a banger of an episode for you. Andrew, I don't know if you heard my challenge as he smacks his mic. See you later. I
It
don't
was a
know if
banger.
you've heard, it was a banger. My challenge for Nash was to start off every episode with a different adjective.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because he always says, we got a good one for you. And I say, yeah, we got a
Yes.
good one for you, but we also got a better than good one for you tonight.
Mm.
So I went with banger tonight.
Mm.
So I'm taking that one off the list for him. Because we do
Okay.
have a banger of an episode
Okay.
for you tonight. Because the homers get to talk about their hometown team. What does it feel like to have your team be the best team in the sport at the current moment? We'll talk about it here in a second. But before we get into what we're going to talk about, I got a question for you, Andrew. And I also got a little bit of So Rare crafting to do as well, which we'll
Ooh.
probably get to later on in the episode. By the way, we
Okay.
already got a response. We already got a response. He set his lineups at work with the Wi-Fi at work.
Okay. Okay.
He's back.
It's back. There
So
we
if he
go.
wins something this week, it's shout out to work. Shout out to, I guess
Yeah,
he could
work
have done
Wi-Fi.
it. Yeah, but if he like brings his computer and sets it on his computer, I guess he could have set a hotspot. Whatever. It's neither here nor there. He was able to set his lineups.
He did his lineups. There we go. Priorities.
hmm So that's good to hear. But like I said before we get into it, Andrew, I had a question for you because, well, first and foremost, when is the last time you've eaten a frozen pizza?
Oh, easy. Last Wednesday. Last
Okay,
Wednesday.
easy enough. Okay. So that brings me to my question. What is the best frozen food?
Oh.
Because immediately your head thinks pizza. You're like, frozen pizza's the best. But then you start thinking a little bit more and you're like, ooh, you know what's really good? Like a frozen Eggo waffle.
Mm.
I love an Eggo waffle. Maybe I'm just too much of a Stranger Things fan, but I love a good Eggo waffle. You know what's great? Some good orange chicken.
Oh,
Some good
okay.
orange
Okay.
chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started thinking more and more frozen pizza's great, but there's also a bunch of other good stuff out there. What about ice cream?
It's frozen.
It's frozen.
Yes.
What do you think? Or is pizza still top tier for you?
Well, based on what I actually eat, the thing that keeps me alive, sometimes if I'm on the go, I don't have time to pack a lunch. I'll pack like a frozen TV dinner. Shout out Trader Joe's, Trader Joe's meals. Before that, we get some of those like I don't know fettuccine, like pasta ones. The freezer aisle. I think they even have that overseas, although they probably don't consume as many frozen foods, a lot of fresh foods in other countries. But your boy would not be alive today if it wasn't for frozen meals. So I have a special place in my heart for those. Uh, but I gotta say, favorite frozen food maybe do I go like garlic bread? Do I go do I go
Ooh,
garlic bread on you? Some
okay.
nice frozen garlic bread?
Like some Texas
Any
toast, some thick
anything in the
cut.
Italian family. I will say getting an air fryer has revolutionized my fry game. If you do not if it's 2025 and you do not have one of those, what are you doing? Come on, get an air fryer because I would have said fries, but if you don't have an air fryer, they're never going to be as good as what you could get deep fried. Uh, so yes, they all come frozen. Uh, I'm gonna say, I'll stick with my gut. Garlic bread. But
All
you're
right.
locking in Eggos?
No, I thought about it. I thought about it, and like, I think after all of the food that I mentioned, as long as there's bad frozen pizza, but as long as it's a good frozen pizza, I think it's gotta be frozen pizza.
Mm,
And that's why I brought up the question because it feels like there should be other options. Ice cream is fantastic. It messes with my stomach a little bit, so I can't really eat it too much. Dairy-free ice cream, pretty damn good still.
okay.
But how about ice?
It's just frozen ice. I mean, it's life-giving,
Hey,
man. It's
one of our
keeps you
dogs
cool.
loves ice. Nash's dog loves ice.
There we go.
hmm
I will
So,
remember that. I'm just gonna feed his dog ice.
hmm
Or well, let me ask you a question then. What is the optimal frozen pizza topping combination?
Ooh. See, I would put my frozen pizza toppings list different than my fresh pizza toppings list.
Yes, yes, that's exactly yes.
Yeah, like for example, anything leafy is not great frozen. Like a spinach
Yep.
or an arugula, not that great on a frozen pizza. Basil, eh.
Nah.
But that on a fresh pizza is great.
Yep.
Arugula with some prosciutto, that's a great pizza. Or some basil, some fresh tomato,
Mm,
mozzarella, all that stuff. That's good. But on a frozen pizza, not so much. I would say out of all the pizza toppings that can be frozen, I think my favorite's just got to be boring old pepperoni,
just
which I
classic.
wouldn't, I
Love
would
it.
not qualify that as my favorite pizza topping.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it works the best frozen.
It hits. It
Yeah.
hits. Frozen pep is the best. That's an S
hmm
tier combination.
hmm
Easily just pep. Just pep. Keep it
Maybe we'll
simple.
have to do a off season. We got to bring a bunch to bring the tier list back for the off season. We'll have to do a frozen pizza tier list,
But you know what's so
frozen
funny
pizza
though?
topping tier list.
We've found ourselves at social gatherings before. Nobody says they want cheese pizza, but I swear to God, every party I'm at that has pizza, the cheese is the first one to go. I don't know why.
Mm,
Everyone's like, "Oh, I want meat lovers. I want supreme. I want Hawaiian." Yeah, that's those are good. Maybe you have one or two slices, but I swear to God, you next party you're at, listen to this. The cheese is always the first to go. I mean, it's the S tier. Just keep it simple, plain
yeah,
cheese. We hate on it, but it's the best. That's what we actually eat.
it's a right. It's a boring topping, but it's the topping.
That's what gets eaten. So we're all liars. We say what our favorite is, but then we just eat cheese.
Yeah. Eat cheese. I mean, we that's what we do in Wisconsin anyways. We eat
True,
cheese.
true.
We eat
And watch the
cheese.
Brewers.
And
We
watch the
watch the
Brewers. We
Brewers.
drink beer, eat cheese, watch the Brewers. And it can't really get better than those three things, especially at the moment when the Brewers are by far the best team in baseball. What? The same team that was 25 and 28 to begin the season is the
Mm.
best team in baseball at 73 and 44. Now, August 11th, we're talking about this, and I've mentioned the Brewers record. If they fall downhill from here, you know who to blame. But they still have a 5 game series coming up against the Cubs, so that's nothing to be scoffed at. But right now, they're 6 games above the Cubs, 73 and 44. Life is great as a Brewers fan. Yesterday, as of recording this Sunday against the Mets, started off down 5-0. Quinn Priester, who's been great for the Brewers, gave up 5 runs, I believe, 5 earned runs pretty quickly, too. I want to say in 4 innings.
Yeah, very quick.
And they were down 5-0. And this is a game where the Brewers of past would maybe score a run or two, hit like a home run in the ninth inning, and lose like 7-1 or 2, maybe.
Hmm.
but not this year's Brewers. They clawed back. William Contreras home run, another home run. It's 5-3. Mets score another run. It's 6-3. William Contreras another home run, and they're down one. And then thanks to a couple of crazy ground balls, a little bit of not great fielding by the Mets, and eventually a walk-off home run from Isaac Collins, they win 7-6 and are atop of not just the NL Central, but all of MLB. It's our team. It feels good, and it's like you don't want to jinx anything, but how far can this team go?
And we can clip ourselves from earlier, make ourselves look like idiots. I know I said some choice things about the Brewers after their soft start. Very disappointed, and
I
it
believed.
seems
I
like
still
every
believed.
bat. Yeah, 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 yeah. You did. Um, but it just part of me just doesn't believe it. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Right.
Like I refuse to. It's like I'm being punked, pranked, whatever. It's make believe you want to say. Like somebody's put a veil over me and convinced me that this is the reality. I can't. Like part of me just can't believe it. And I think like I've been so hurt by the Brewers over this magical run that usually ends up or has historically come up short. But like I was looking at it, the Brewers, to my record, have never had a 100-win season. Even 2018, even in 1982, those historic years where they were so good, uh, they came up short from a win column. This Brewers team is on the cusp, is on the pace for exceeding that. 100 would, involve some sort of a slowdown or, 500 ball, which for them is below average. Uh, but part of me just I still can't believe it. I cannot believe what I'm watching.
Right. And it's like it's rookies too. Churio is hurt.
Mizrowski's hurt or he's
I
not
mean,
playing.
Mizorowski again, rookie, but he's hurt.
Yeah, yeah,
Woodruff started off the first 3 months of the season hurt.
yeah.
Reese Hoskins, we haven't even needed to mention Reese Hoskins in the past month since he's been hurt because there's Andrew Vaughn who appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah,
But look at the rookies or second year players.
yeah,
Joey Ortiz, second year player. Isaac Collins, first year player. Caleb Durbin, first year player. Bryce Terang, technically a third year player, I guess I want to say.
yeah. I think
Um,
last year was his rookie, was it not? Technically,
I think it was, I have,
if it's so rare
do
card.
I, no, I have his actual rookie card, Bryce Terang. Either way, they didn't start right at the beginning of the season. So it's been less than 3 years of service time is what I'm getting at for
Absolutely.
most of these players. For most of these players. And we're seeing rookie of the month numbers from Isaac Collins. We're seeing almost as good as numbers from Caleb Durbin. We're seeing,
Aaron Judge like war from
yeah,
Andrew Vaughn.
what on earth?
Yeah,
And then the rest of the team is performing pretty great. Yelich is doing Yelich things like we
yeah,
know the Yelich that we love, the that we know and love. We have, like I just mentioned, Joey Ortiz, who started off the year first like 3 months of the season batting 170.
yeah.
And since the All-Star break, Joey Ortiz is batting about 350.
Insane,
What?
insane.
Yeah,
I refuse to take him out of my vault. I
right.
can't. At this point, it would be jinxing him. I put
Yeah.
him switching Sorare a little bit. I put him in my Sorare vault. I thought he was going to vault guy. He's not. He's a starter.
He's a good
Uh,
missions guy.
he's a great missions guy.
Hmm.
He should be a starter, but I'm afraid. Just like I can't believe it. I'm just afraid that I'm going to jinx this team somehow. And so I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not changing a single thing. It's like wearing your lucky jersey every day, whether your team is playing. A lot harder in baseball than it is in football.
Yeah.
My God, you have to be really dedicated or really smelly to pull that off. Uh, but I'm trying to do what I can do, where it's like I either watch the games like I have, or part of me is like, you don't want to be the guy that curses the team.
Yeah, but also all the podcasts are talking about the Brewers, right? It can't be
Yeah.
us, right? It's everyone. It's everyone
No,
combined.
no, no.
Can never
Exactly.
be us. Can
Exactly.
never be us. Yeah, so life is good as a baseball fan in Milwaukee, unless you are a fib that moved up north and now lives in Milwaukee.
Reverse transplant. There you go.
Yes, there you go. A reverse transplant. They're there. I know they're there.
Oh yeah. Lake Geneva, they're there too.
I see your Cubs stuff at the Brewers game during a
Oh,
Brewers versus Pirates game.
oh
Why,
yeah.
why? We've talked about it before. We don't need to get into it again. Wearing
Insane.
a third team's merchandise to a game versus two teams that your team's merchandise doesn't play on. Hmm.
Crazy.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, there could be more Cubs fans tonight than there are Pirates fans, honestly. I wouldn't put it past it tonight. Brewers are at home against the Pirates.
Dang.
I would not put it past it for the Cubs to be the second most represented team because it's just like the Bears and Packers, like the
Hmm.
Cubs' favorite pastime. Uh, it's funny. I think now if you'd asked them 5 years ago who their biggest rival is, they would have said hands down St. Louis Cardinals. I think if you ask a Cubs fan today, I think they say the Brewers. I think they say the Brewers.
Past couple of years, absolutely. 100%. Maybe
Yeah.
since the 2018 or 2019,
Yeah.
where the Brewers played the Cubs in that weird 163rd game of the year, where they ended up beating the Cubs to win the division. Cubs ended up having to play, I want to say, the Phillies and lost to the
Yep.
Phillies at home.
So,
Yeah.
so good.
So, and I want to say that was really the start. Brewers fans and Cubs fans have always clashed, don't get me wrong. But it's really been historically, since they've been in the same division, the Cubs and Cardinals
Right.
have been the main two rivals from this division. Kind of like, let's compare it to football. Kind of
Yep.
like the Packers and the Bears have been the
Yep.
biggest rivals in the
Yep.
NFC North since forever. But as of recently, you ask a Packers fan, I bet you some of them say the Vikings.
Vikings. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like I bet some of the Cubs fans are saying the Brewers right now. So if you have your OG Cubs fans are still probably like, the Cardinals, Tony La Russa, and I'm kind of like the same way about those
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's a good question. That's a good question. Also, more Cubs fans and Pirates fans at the Brewers
We'll
game.
see. We'll be watching. We'll be watching.
That would be that would be something, but
The only thing
not
that I think that could keep it
unbelievable.
away is how bad the Cubs are playing right now, too. Like, so speaking of curses, I did go out. I literally bought at the peak Saya and PCA.
I think I
My
also
first
bought a
post
PCA
All
at the
Star
peak.
per first post All Star game Sorare MLB purchase was PCA and Saya. That ever since then, downhill. But I cannot sell because honestly, what's bad for my Sorare team is great for my team. So again, just like I'm not changing anything with the Brewers, I'm not changing anything with the Cubs. I'm not playing them because you literally cannot play PCA, Saya. Maybe you can play Kyle Tucker. Uh, I know we're kind of on a tangent here, but do the Cubs even re-sign Kyle Tucker at this point?
Huh. Yeah, they're gonna attempt, but maybe he wants to go somewhere else. There's still 2 months left of the regular season, a little bit
True. There's
less than
so
that.
much time.
Yeah, there's so much time. There's 5 games to play at Wrigley against the Brewers. A
Yes.
5 game series, those don't exist in MLB. That's like minor league stuff right there.
Speaking of so rare, anything what you want to say about, but that this is actually the time. Load up actually on Cubs and Brewers because
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a 5 game week,
five
which
game. It
to my knowledge
must
is that
be
a record. That must
double.
be a record. A double header in a regular game.
Yeah,
That's got to be a record.
yeah. Hmm. We'll have to do some research on that for sure. We'll have to do some research on that for sure. PCA, yeah, not been my best Sora player since I purchased him. So maybe it was the both of us combined.
Yep.
But you know who's also not another quick tangent, who's not been great? not since we purchased him, but since I picked him for the home run
Oh,
competition, is James Wood.
yeah. Yeah, he's kind of fallen off.
Mac the mic again. I don't know. Yeah, what's happened to James Wood? Haven't heard about him in a while. But
Nationals. Nationals fallen off.
Nationals, yeah. Yeah, PCA's last 3 game weeks. We have -2, -1, and 6.
Yep,
Last 3 game weeks for So Rare. So, yeah, let's hop on over to some So Rare talk, unless you have anything else to say about Cubs, Brewers,
nope,
NL Central, mainly the Brewers, honestly, at this point. Maybe we're gonna jinx them. Hey, August
that's true.
11th. August 11th. Look back. Look on October 1st and say, what's the Brewers' record since August 11th? Maybe it will be even better.
Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, let's hop on over to So Rare here because we didn't talk about it last week at all. We need to talk some fantasy baseball this week because we've missed it. And my rewards recently, Andrew, how about you? I've been winning some pretty average amount of essence,
Yeah.
and that's about it. I've come close to winning some cards, but I haven't. I finished top like 200 in common, which is pretty cool, but it's just essence at this point. Not great for you either.
I need to stop checking, man. I like every time, like it's Thursday morning, it's Sunday morning. Hell, even Thursday, like at 6 or Sunday at 3, I'm like in card contention or I have it's showing me projecting a card. I never win a card, not anymore. Uh, so yeah, but this is on me. Clearly, I'm not picking the right players, or maybe I don't even own the right players. Uh, but yes, my rewards, I've been winning Essence, which is great, but there's just there's not it's not obviously as exciting as winning a card.
Hmm.
Even though it does lead to a card, but it's like how you try to it's like gambling versus like putting your money in a savings account.
Hmm.
It's like instant reward versus okay, steady accumulation.
Hmm. Yeah,
One feels a little bit better.
I I kind of agree, especially since what we're going to talk about here for a little bit is our favorite and our least favorite things that they've added so far this year. Essence, I don't mind Essence at all. I don't mind winning Essence. I just haven't been winning many cards recently, only Essence. And Essence has led to me crafting a bunch of cards, but don't get me wrong, my crafting luck has been horrible. It has been really, really bad. I didn't run the math on it, but I have crafted, let's see here, crafted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in my vault. I have 5, 6, 7. Like I have 8 or 9 crafted cards that I've crafted this year. And every single one of them, besides Junior Caminero, has been a tier 5.
Wow,
One tier 1 and the rest tier 5s.
that's insane.
Now, I got 2 cards to craft tonight. Two, that's right. I have 2,200 essence built up. So we'll see if that luck can change. We'll see, Andrew, if you change my luck.
Okay. Uh, I
But
can't. I recently
before
did
before we
craft
do
a
this,
Brandon Nimmo.
okay. That's better
Okay.
than a tier 5.
Yeah, he's probably like a tier 3.
Yeah.
Okay, quick tangent. I would love to see just like how there's different star ratings out there. I want to see the tier on the card, like a little star. Maybe if it's a 5 star, it's actually only 1 star. Star is 5 star. It's a little
Mhm.
confusing, but some sort of star
Some
indicator
sort
to
of way
indicate.
to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or like maybe the just like how they do the scoring, like the name is different. Like if you have a star, it's like that beautiful pearlescent
Hmm.
score. That would be sick. Um but yeah, it would be so cool if you had a card that was like a guy that like Andrew Vaughn that goes from a tier 5 to a tier 1 overnight to see that tier 5 on him when he was printed and say, I held him when he was a tier 5, and look at him
Yeah.
now. That would be fun.
hmm So you want to see like tier upgrades as the cards progressively move. That would be a whole design thing, I guess, but it doesn't seem like too hard of a fix, right?
Yeah, or
Right?
just lock it, and then you could
Yeah,
say
no
like,
lie.
this
That's what
is
I mean.
what
That's
it.
what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
so
yeah.
if you held him since the beginning of the year, yeah, I like it. I like it.
Or it could evolve. I mean, if we're
Like a
really saying like
Pokemon.
it could evolve. Yeah, it could. You could get downgraded. You could get upgraded.
Yeah, exactly. You could also get downgraded. Well, you know who needs
ETA.
cards? Brandon Woodruff.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
No new cards for Brandon Woodruff, I guess, but it's just how it's gonna be this year. I see how it is. I see how it is. He's one of the best players out there, but you can't even pick him in common because he has no cards available, which sucks. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about our favorite and least favorite things. I say we start off with our least favorite things first. We get them
Okay.
out of the way, and then we'll talk about some of the better things they've done. And I think it's only right for me to complain about crafting. I have had the worst luck, so maybe I'm biased, but I have crafted so many cards. I've won a lot of essence, I've earned a lot of essence, and I even got a lot of essence at the beginning of the year by buying a couple cards to start off too. And
Yeah.
every card I've crafted, besides one, besides Junior Caminero, who's been great for my team, I want to say, 30 home run season, has been a tier 5. So I don't know if it's me, but I don't really like the way the crafting system works. Maybe I do like the way how they've made it more readily accessible to win essence. That's been great.
Mhm.
But the crafting system for me, I don't know if I miss boxes. Sounds like people, the community kind of hates boxes, so that's fair. I don't really miss boxes, but I wish there was something else I could do with my essence other than arena, because arena's all right. But the only thing you win from arena is more essence,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I wish there was like no, I'm not saying bring back the club shop.
Hmm.
Let me spend my essence on like trying to win something else. Maybe some merchandise. Maybe it's like a something, I don't know. I can't think of stuff off the top of my head, but I know that the crafting system for me has not been great. So I'm just maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe it's a personal problem. Not my favorite. What about you?
Well, so I recently did get back into Sorare football, and on that side of the game, they introduced a new way to do crafting, and it is so much cooler. It's
Yes.
basically like so a dealer essentially shows you 10. They look like literally like cards face down. You know that they're players. You can buy upgrades to see what nationality they are. Well, this is not as baseball applicable, but what league they play in. So maybe for baseball, it would be position or
hmm
some sort of clue that could indicate who they are. And then there's also a power up you can buy to remove the bottom five, so you're left with the five best players. Uh, that sort of mechanism is a lot more fun than just seeing the essence drop, crafting a card like you're in some science factory, with no
Which we'll do
control
here in a
over the
second.
tier. I do think it's so hard. Like, does the fact that you cannot choose like how much essence to pour into the card, like, does that is that what's
That's
broken?
a good
Where
point.
in NBA, you used to be able to say, I want 3,000 essence and I want to guarantee myself a tier two or better. I don't care. Like I would rather have one shot at tier two than three shots at a tier five plus because I'm not willing to gamble right now. I want a good card that can change my lineup. Maybe that's what's missing for this MLB season.
Yeah, I feel like I've kind of gotten screwed over by the random chance. We'll see. Hey, maybe I'll craft an Otani here in a second.
Yeah.
But I feel like so far it's kind of done me over. And if they had a different system where like you could save up essence, like right now I've saved up 2,200, and if I didn't use a couple from weeks past, I could be at 5,000 plus. And what if that 5,000 plus got me a better, like a tier two plus? That sounds so much better than five tier fives, which has been my average pretty much. If I were to craft five using 1,000. So yeah, maybe the crafting system needs an upgrade. The Sorare football crafting system is crazy, but we got to also remember that the Sorare football side has way more users.
Yep,
So they're much more, they're going to focus on that, update that, and add a lot more features on that side of the thing before baseball or NBA get a chance to use them, I think. Um,
probably.
Now we've seen each of those be guinea pigs for each other, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe next year. You can't really impl or you can't really include a new crafting system right now in
Yeah.
middle season. That would be kind of silly, but we'll see in the future. Anything else that you don't like about this year's So Rare MLB?
It's hard to the articulate. It's more of a feeling, honestly, that it's like it's just a lot. It feels like it's harder to win. Uh, and that like I think yeah, for right now what feels like what it's broken is like I'm like I consistently am falling on the cusp of like winning a card or winning cash, and like again like I was saying like on Thursday, like the day before the game weekends or Sunday, I see myself in a prime position to win. I never do. I wake up on Tuesday or wake up on Monday, and I'm always like, oh, yep, of course. I'm in whatever place. I didn't win anything. Cool. Uh, so it's just that it's that feeling. And again, maybe this is me. Maybe I'm just not doing a good job of setting it. But to be honest, it feels like I would be better off just never checking my lineups, just setting them, waking up on Monday and be like, did I win or did I not? And because like following it is supposed to be fun, but I feel like my lineups go in one direction.
Just as soon as you check, they start striking out.
Yeah. Or does other people catch up? You know, your
Yeah,
guy has a hot day for get one game week, but it's probably, you know, maybe if they're on fire, they'll follow it up with the second or third game in the game week, but chances are someone else is going to shine the next day, and it's like, all
right.
right, you know, then you have to contend with that guy. Um, But I don't know. Maybe it's my cards. Maybe my I'm just buying the wrong cards. I don't know.
Just buy an Otani, man. Just be like
But
Nash.
at the same time, I feel
Just
like
cry.
Otani's not even the answer. I feel like it's like I have the best cards, and I feel like I have the best cards, and I'm winning.
Right.
So it's less about so rare. But I think to distill it down to one point, I know the projection system is new, but I do think they could do a better job of anticipating, you know, what's an award or reward winning lineup and what is not.
Yeah. Yeah, because it seems like the position that you're projected to be in never ends up being
It's always worse.
right. Right. Show me, I want like the opposite of false
Yeah,
hope. Show me some
yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna finish in 2000th and then I finish in like 400th. Like, show me that.
I
And I'll
want to see
be,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, has
I
to be.
agree. Well, I guess we got those out of the way. They've added a lot of stuff this year, and I think a lot of it has been great. So, what do you think has been, on the other hand, your favorite stuff that they've added? I know my top two, I want to say, but let's hear yours first.
I think as someone that had a lot of cards and some of them, obviously, if I'm not winning with the cards I think are good, the cards that I'm not even choosing to play that are bad are probably pretty bad cards. Having a place to put those is very helpful. Like I think the vault is amazing for my castaways, my cards that don't make it, and the added bonus of having missions I can play with those cards. If, for example, you vault to Joey Ortiz in May, and all of a sudden he's prime all-star form come August, yeah, I could take him out, but I don't want to jinx him. So I love the combination of vaults and missions because it for me it has solved what do I do with this card? And now I have the answer to that question no matter who I win.
Right, right. The vault is great. And if you loop it in with missions, if you combine this all as like one update, yeah, that's definitely the best thing they've added. I want to see it in NBA. If they don't add it to NBA, it would be crazy. But the fact that you can now win more, like the winning bonus to me isn't even the biggest point of the vault. I thought at the beginning of the season it was going to be, oh, you get a bonus for your rewards for how many cards you vault. That's pretty sick. But now it's all about those missions, man. Missions are
Yeah.
one of the reasons that I've been able to craft so many cards this year because of those limited missions. If you hit your big one on the weekly or the game week mission, that's usually 100 or 200 limited essence right there. Just like that. And
It's
then
huge.
also, it's very easy to earn common essence, which we complained about a long time ago. And they added a way to add common essence easier. And
There you go.
yeah, we did it. So we're here now with what we got. I'm a big fan of the vault. You can't not be a fan of missions. I also really got to give a shout out to the scouting center.
Okay. Am I
It's
sleeping
really
on it?
nice. It's so nice for sorting the best players. Like when we were going through what to build or who to build the best team around, it was very nice for sorting like the best players, how many points they've scored per game week, their last 15 average. So like for example, if you go to scout
Yeah.
and you go to let's go to hitting, let's go to
Let's go to
filter
season average. I see a guy. There's a
season
guy on there
average,
that
and that's all you need to click on. That's all you need to click on. Blake
Blake
Perkins.
Blake Perkins is number 5 though. I mean,
Blake,
I love Blake. He's
but
good,
then
but
you
like,
then you got to do some research outside of Sorare and look at how many games they've played.
sure,
Because on the
sure,
top
sure.
of the list is Richie Palacios. Like Richie
Right,
Palacios has
right.
not played a game since I got to keep scroll. I don't even know since he scored 17 against the Yankees in game
Is
week
he?
6.
Yeah, insane.
So if you were looking at this list, you'd see Aaron Judge looking at bats, looking at how many bats they've had in the year. You'd see Shohei Ohtani. You'd see Blake Perkins. You'd probably be like, nah. But then you'd see Byron Buxton is the third highest points per game player that we have listed on So Rare. Andrew, do you own a Byron
Insane.
Buxton?
I do, I do.
Okay.
He's been hurt, but he's back. He's
He
back
has been
today.
hurt. He has been hurt. Corbin Carroll. Do you own a Corbin Carroll?
Common. Corbin Carroll, common.
Okay, okay. How about PCA still up there at 10? Even
Woo.
after the past 3 game weeks, he's still up there.
I know him as the 6 that's next to that 10. I
Yeah,
know that L15.
the L15 kind of hurts because when you look at like a Corbin Carroll, it's 8. Byron Buxton 5, but he's only played in 33% of the games. We don't need to worry about that. Otani 11, Judge 4. He's also not played in that many games. He was hurt for
Yeah,
a while too. Schwarber, I know you own a Schwarber.
doing a Schwarber. Again, I look, it's funny. I look at this list and I say to myself, like, I have some of the best cards in the game. And I put them on my lineup. They're not the best cards in the game.
You got to hit that. It's essentially a parlay. You got to hit that parlay of putting your players in the right lineups.
Yeah.
And there's how many game weeks do you look at your scores and you're like, oh, I played Judge in this lineup, and if I would have played him in this lineup instead, that
Mm,
lineup would have been top 50. Maybe not Judge, but like
I mean,
like
I
the
probably
one that comes to mind for me is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
yeah.
I instead of someone at utility, instead of playing
Mm,
Vladdy, I played PCA.
ugh.
And if I would have played Vladdy, I would have won a card. This was, I think, 2 or 3 game weeks ago. So just something like that where I just missed that parlay by one player.
Insane.
hmm But I
Yeah. It.
do, either way, got to give a shout out to the scouting center. I love the scouting center.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Anything else? Or we can get into crafting these cards and then
Let's craft those cards. I feel like
finish up this
we're
podcast. Yeah.
you're doing some
All
good
right.
luck today. Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen for the viewers out there. Google Chrome,
It's gonna be some good pickle guesses too.
Richie Palacios at the top of the scouting
You're
center,
gonna
by
win.
the
You're
way.
gonna win. That's who you're gonna win.
That's what I'm gonna. If I win someone on the IL, I want to win someone that I can use in the playoffs. Is that too unfair for me to say?
No, no, I think that's a reasonable goal.
Look at that. Let's just okay. If we go ahead, go to NBA.
Yeah.
Look at that. For also, can we homogenize the essence counts? Because you only need 50 in NBA.
Insane. What if we? Yeah. What if I converted my baseball lessons to NBA?
Yeah, right.
I could craft every Giannis I
And
wanted.
craft exactly. But let's go back to MLB. Yeah, let's homogenize the essence counts. And let's craft. Card number one. We want to see a higher serial number. Lower serial number, not that great.
Jacob, your
130,
little
not that
acorns
great.
thing is
130 is not that great.
there you go. Pirates though.
Oh, Andrew McCutchen.
I crafted an Andrew McCutchen too.
You also crafted an Andrew McCutchen?
Yep, I did. Let's see. When did I craft him? He's actually been good. He's been solid for
He
me.
might be a good like daily player.
Actually, I think I vaulted him. I think I vaulted him. He's
What
been
are
a great
you?
vault guy.
We got to look. Okay, you know what? Let me craft the second card, then we can look up his tier. Let me
Not a
craft the
playoff
second one.
player. I'm
Not a
sorry to
playoff
say.
player. We want to see Japan. Show me Japan. 110? That's not good either.
Oh, that's not good. USA. Pirates. Oh my God, it's Andrew McCutchen again. Oh,
Two Pirates players and the Brewers are playing the Pirates tonight? That's a bad sign. Maybe
wow.
it's a good sign. Two Pirates players.
Two Pirates.
Well, that's just, I'm telling you. I don't like the crafting system. I would rather save up my essence and craft a better
Yep.
card because I don't like the crafting system. It's just not good. And I win bad cards. Okay. Where's reward? Okay, let's go to rewards.
Those are tier fours, gotta be. Tier fives.
Look at this lineup. Look at this lineup. Brian Wu, Emilio Pagan, Manny Machado, Jose Altuve, James Wood.
Yep.
He's back.
Marcell Ozuna, dude. Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna and William Contreras to the boys of summer. How about that?
This
That's
had to have
not
been a throwaway lineup. This has to be a throwaway lineup.
Wu, good player, but probably costs $5, $6 maybe. Maybe a little bit more. $10. Emilio Pagan, dollar. Manny Machado previous season card, $3. Jose Altuve previous season card, $4 or $5. James Wood nowadays, 10, 15 maybe.
Yeah.
Contreras previous season card, $2. Ozuna, $4 or $5.
Insane.
This is Challenger,
Insane.
by the way. This is Challenger, by the way.
Let's see champion. Let's see some
Let's see
in-season
champ.
cards. Somebody that,
Jurickson Profar.
yeah,
Zach Gallen, Yohan Duran, Matt Olson, Xavier Edwards, Michael Harris, Marcelo Zuna, Jurickson
yeah,
Profar. It's
Brave
the
stat.
Braves
Yep.
and Xavier Edwards and Zach Allen and Yohan Duran and the Braves. How about that? A Braves lineup won first place. Lineup. A Braves lineup. So, anyways,
A
how do I
Braves
get to
lineup with a Phillies closer.
if I
That's
go
awesome.
to this, how do we get to the rewards? Prize
Prize pool.
pool. View
Prize pool.
rewards pool. Or the tier list. How do I get to the tier list? I don't
Uh,
remember. I don't remember. We'll figure it out.
it's too hard. It's too
Yeah.
hard.
It's
That's something else I need to
mhm.
make better.
Well,
It should say it on the card.
before we get to the pickle, let's go ahead and quickly do I got a quick one for you. A quick this day in history. So, hold on. Bang. All right. So, this day in history, Andrew, I gave Nash the option to guess the year.
Okay.
So, why don't you go ahead and guess the year that this one is from?
1979.
Not even close. We are throwing it all the way back to 1912, but it is on this day in history of recording. We're going
19?
with August 11th, 1912. We had Cleveland playing New York, and we had legendary Shoeless Joe Jackson was in for Cleveland batting ninth, batting last in the lineup. And Jackson, he was good. He reached base three times that game. And the first time he reached, he stole second. And then he stole third. And then he stole home. That's right. Shoeless Joe Jackson managed to do the bases stealing cycle, if you want to call it that, stealing second, third, and home all in the same game. And later in the game, he stole home again. So that's
Wow.
right. He stole home twice in a game and also managed to steal second and third in the same game. Think of how many so rare points that would be. Four steals, two runs, and that's not including the hits or walks that he had. He didn't even hit a home run, and I bet you he would have put up 30, 40 points.
Hmm.
So, like I said, we had a quick one this week, so not too long of a backstory or anything. Of course, Shoeless Joe Jackson may be the most famous nowadays for the Black Sox scandal, but you can argue whether or not he was or should have been involved in that. Did he take the money? Did he not? I don't know. Not up for debate right now. We're just talking about his stolen base cycle. So shout out Shoeless Joe Jackson, great player. And I didn't know about this actually until researching it. So this day
That's
in
pretty
history.
cool.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
113 years ago. And the sport is still around. Not
Yep.
many sports can say that.
Oh.
Not many sports can say that. Maybe like polo can say that. Horse racing. Those have
Soccer?
those have probably been
Soccer?
around.
Soccer.
Yeah. Basketball, not football.
True.
Hockey, not really hockey. There were probably versions. There were
Yeah,
versions. People
versions
were
of
out
every
here
sport.
skating and hitting pucks around on
Oh
ice, even
yeah.
though they didn't call it hockey. But baseball,
There we
113
go.
years ago, and it's he's stealing bases like it's today, like it is with the step off violations and all that stuff. Joe Jackson, shoeless Joe Jackson, probably was wearing shoes that game.
Hmm.
All right. Well, before we head out, it's time
Here
for
we
the
go.
MLB Pickle.
It's
Have
gonna be a
you racked
pirate.
your
It's gonna be a
brain?
pirate.
You
It's
think
gonna
it's
be a
going to
pirate.
be Andrew McCutcheon?
Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham to start off the guessing is crazy.
Or former pirate David Bednar.
Ooh. No,
So Tommy
I
Pham
didn't
though.
craft him though. I didn't craft him though.
Yeah, Tommy Pham. Easy.
Not a pirate. But
Okay.
he is from the USA. And he is a switch hitter? He's a switch hitter.
Okay.
Because the only reason batting would be orange is if it's a switch hitter
In the AL, right?
in the
Yep, in the
AL.
AL.
Interesting.
AL, not Central.
AL not central. AL
Jazz?
West.
Or no, but he's in US.
Jazz is not a switch hitter. But it could be Jason Dominguez. No, he's not from the US though.
He's a US guy.
It could be switch hitter in the AL. I need to get this list out of here because now it's in my way.
Oh, yeah, Red Sox?
Cal Raleigh?
Yeah?
It's Cal Raleigh. It's Cal Raleigh. It's too easy. You can't do it. Oh, I knocked over my mic again. I got so excited that I knocked over my mic. You can't do Cal Raleigh for the pickle. That's too easy. He's the home run leader.
Big dumper. Big
Big dumper.
dumper.
We just took a
Bang.
big dump on the pickle today, getting it in two.
Bang. Bang. Duo cast, duo pickle. Let's go.
To
Let's
be fair,
go.
switch hitter, that's pretty easy. Once you get switch hitter down and the league down, it narrows it down a lot. And I feel like maybe this is just like frequency bias, but I feel like there's more switch hitters in the NL than the AL.
That makes sense. Legacy of or they're new to DHing. I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess like the Brewers have Collins, the who they
James
just
Wood gets
the
hit
Mets
switch, I
the
think.
Mets have Lindor,
James
James
Wood
Wood.
hits
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
switch.
James Wood. Ellie's a switch hitter. I'm just thinking NL, man.
I think we just know the NL. We know the NL more. AL's a little foreign. AL's always a
I did
little
say just
foreign.
Dominguez, Cal Raleigh.
True, true, true.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I don't know. There's more. I know there's more out there, but there you go, Cal Raleigh today. That was a great episode. We lasted
Dang.
an hour. So thanks for listening today. It's been a great episode. It's been a banger of an episode. Great. What am I, Nash? Using the same adjective over and over and over. But yeah, we will see you next week. It will most likely just be Andrew and I again because Nash will be on his honeymoon. Man, they've been married for 3 years already, and they're finally doing it. He's graduated, he's done with college forever, and he can do his honeymoon. So congrats to Nash. And other than that, you've just attended Brad. Let's try that again. Let's try that one again. You've, I don't know. This is why we need Nash here. Because he's got it down to a
Josh?
science. He's got it down to a science.
Maybe we get him to record the outro.
Oh, true. So should we just end it?
Yeah, it's ended. If there's no Josh, if this
Here, I'm
ends
gonna I'm
right
gonna record
now.
my own version, and if it's bad, I'm gonna cut it, and he's gonna do the intro or
Okay.
the
There we
outro, the
go.
extro. See,
And we,
it's all over the place now.
and then we just reuse it for next week.
Exactly. And then you
Or
don't
he
have to
does it
listen to
again.
me ramble on and on after the podcast is already over. Like I said, you've just attended batting practice, and now it's time to get in the game. Peace.
Peace.